Welcome to the 44th episode of the Daft Previews podcast. This is our second take because I'm a fucking retard who's had too much to drink. But this is our Friday night post-game review of Friday Night Football. I'm joined by a special guest of ours, straight out of our Discord server. It's the biggest shit cunt, Big Jesse, the angriest punter alive.
Fucking oath.
Fucking straight out of Sydney's West. What are you drinking there, bro?
Oh, I got the good old Honey JD.
Bit of Honey JD with your, what is that, Mad Max?
Yeah, Mad Max, bro. Handy hand.
Handy as anything. So we're both pretty fired up. I felt a little bit short of a win and slip tonight. So an old-fashioned rinsing on a Friday evening. Typical. But the good thing is it is a Friday evening. We still have all weekend to win it back. So I guess this podcast is really just to talk through the events of this evening, to share each other's pain, make each other feel a little bit better, and maybe vape a little bit. You know, you vape, I vape. Have a couple of cheeky puffs for the boys who are listening live. Live chat completely active. So Delta's in, always the first one in. Hi, Delta. If anybody else is there, just let me know. Talk to your boy. I guess we'll kick it off in the first game. I lost my bet 7 minutes in. Fucking West Tigers, Bulldogs. It was meant to be a bludgeon. It was meant to be a shit game.
I know.
Points, mate.
Well, that try Garner put down, I was just like, fuck, his bet's gone.
That first try was so easy, was it? Gardner? You had Gardner as a try scorer, right?
Yeah, I had fucking... Wait, which one was it? I had Garner as a fucking anytime try scorer on one of my bets.
Garner,
I had Garner, Mamalo, and then Tupe fucked me in the ass and didn't even touch the ball. They went out Mamalo's way.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people had that young guy.
Yeah, he was, bro. If that, I got fucked by Junot, the Tupo. If that hit, that would have been $380 or $5. Just keep getting fucking rinsed.
Rinse. I noticed like a lot of your try scorer multis, you're always going ham. So you get close to some juicy ones. Yeah. Do you ever just feel like, do you ever think, what if I just had one less?
Yeah, but the greed takes over, bro. It's $5 and I'm trying to fucking max out odds, I'll be straight up. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's $5.
Yeah. But it still hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does, especially when, what was it? 1 week, I don't remember, I was venting the Discord as well. Johnson fucked me. I forgot who else. I had Johnson for 2. I think Graham got 1. No, Graham and Johnson fucked me. I had Graham in another.
Yeah.
For any time. I had Johnson. He got it. I had a couple of other. I had 2 more try scores and I had Ravidos 13 plus, I think it was. After that AJ try, he didn't fucking get another one the rest of the game. And that rinsed me out of, what was that? I had $10 on that and I had 50 odds. I was fucking spewing cunt. But Ladbrokes, being the fucking mad cunts they are, no plug, gave me my fucking bonus cash back. So,
oh, that's nice of it.
Yeah, fucking I think they feel sorry for me.
Bro, these bookies aren't going to feel sorry for you.
Bro, they were fucking. What was last night's game? They were fucking laughing. Like Knights and Broncos. I was surprised about that game because Reynolds was out. Like, your boys fucking showed up, bro. I got to give them credit. No Reynolds and they fucking thrashed it.
I know. Like, that's why I'm not like in so much pain over the rinsing tonight, because made a bit of bank last night. Fucking, even though Reynolds was out, I had a power play for Broncos pass $2.
I saw that. That's fucking $2.98,
and I was going to get on it anyway. And then Reynolds got ruled out, and it went over $5. And I was like, fuck it. Like, I said it on the podcast. I'm taking Brisbane 13 plus. I took it anyway.
Yeah.
So, it was all right. I was up like $500 last night. So I was not happy to get rinsed, but I'm looking at the AFL and I got rinsed by that because, you know, Shout out to Last Guy, Camo. I think I'm one leg short, and it's probably one of yours.
Bad works. Yeah.
Bonus bets back. And NBA today, rinsed.
Fuck,
who
I
played
saw
today
that.
in the NBA? Fucking.
I don't follow the NBA straight up.
No, you shouldn't. It's fucking awful. I tell you.
Bro, I jumped on that 100. What was it? 10 odd bet. I threw $10 at it as a fluke, and I fucking hit it. And I was like,
the NBA one. Was that the one where I said? Is that the one where I said everybody get on this?
Yeah, and I never fucking touched the cunt again. You don't try your luck anymore.
No, that's true. Take your money and run. But let's talk a little bit of NRL. So this game was 36-22. West Tigers versus Bulldogs. I reckon this probably would have fucked a lot of punters because a lot of people are thinking this is unders. Both teams are shit. At the very least, a lot of people picked the Bulldogs to go under. You know? Like even my safe bet, I had the Dogs to go under like 16.5 or something, and they fucking scored 4 tries in 20 minutes.
Yeah. See, I knew Tigers were going to beat them by 13 plus because I looked at the Bulldogs team and I'm like, despite the Tigers being as shit as they are, surely they're going to put it on them. And then I saw Burton as an in. I'm like, oh, they might have a tiny bit of a chance. Yeah. And then I saw that Garner try, and then Toll got one, then Mamal got one, and then Mamala got another one before fucking halftime. I'm like, they're going to get fucking rinsed. Yeah. And then after the break, they put the fucking hammer down.
I know.
But then Tigers managed to crawl back somehow.
Yeah, the Bulldogs were coming for him, and then fucking Aaron Schropp got sin bin.
Yeah, and fucking didn't Hastings get binned as well? He got sinned as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got sinned and oh, that fucking tackle by Shoop. I was sitting there like, that's a fucking rubby as fuck.
I know. Jesus died for our sins, but looks like the doggies did too. So, for those who bet on Tigers 13 plus, you know, they're laughing. I think a lot of people had Mamala to score, but I saw heaps of people had that, like that you had, the other young winger.
I jumped on that popular one and decided and thought, fuck it, why not?
How many people were on it? 500,000 people?
I think I saw 650 when I jumped on it.
Oh, fuck. So sports bet are laughing.
Yeah. Fuck. I want to know how those work, though. Because I wonder how many people it takes to jump on for it to be classified as a popular bet.
I think, yeah. I know I've had one of mine on there before, but it was a basketball one. But, bro, I had like over 2,000 people jump on it. And it fucking lost by one leg. No, it lost.
Oh, shit. 2,000 people got rinsed.
Bro, if that one would have hit, this Discord member would have thousands of people. It was on the early days when I was trying to grow.
We still have a strong community, cuz.
We definitely do.
Growing rapidly. Fuck.
578 strong.
Fuck. Something big for 1K.
Yeah, it's probably just over a year. I think when we started it last year, it was round 7 of the NRL. So
yeah, I kind of remember when I joined. It was way before last.
Do you remember how you joined? How you found it? How'd you find the joint?
I legitimately was going through Facebook and I saw like your Facebook thing and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm sick of punting alone. I want to share my pain, get on some cheeky tips and a bit of bands. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll jump in. And I left.
You never
stay, brother.
You're there all day. Before I talk a little bit about this game, just a quick question. Are you still on the animals? Are you still on the horses?
Nah, I saw them off, bro. After I got, you know, that one weekend where I hit that massive $800 multi?
Yeah.
I shit you not, I had nothing in my savings. I was that fucking broke, and I hit that. I was like, fuck yes. And then I fucking put it through Sportsbet the next week.
You put it all back?
Not all of it. I had fucking bills to pay and shit, but my Red J came up. So I had 100 left and I got paid. I was like, I put 200 through, and I was like, okay, maybe I need a fucking deposit limit.
Yeah, look, we all need a wake-up call every now and then. Like, you get a bit loose.
Yeah,
and I still don't have a deposit limit. I'm relying on just old-fashioned self-control. But, no, I learned my lesson. I got, like, rinsed, like, real bad. Like, I'm talking big figures through some bad stretches. So I've kind of limited myself to not betting more than $50 a bet. Like, all the bets that I put, all the bets that I put in my channel now, they're like, I only tip on my safest bets, and they're all like between $2 and $5. You know, like I'm not
Yeah,
doing
they're
anything less than
pretty
$2.
safe.
Yeah. But those are that's the max I'll bet. It's $50 on those. And then whatever I share is usually like I still get adventurous, chase big odds, but I only use bonus bets. Bonus bets for big odds, and that's it.
Yeah,
So,
you just fucking shop a bonus on it, hope for the best.
Yeah, and look, they hit every now and then. It's a free bet, you know. Like I was at last Friday, I hit both my safes. They're like $3-4 each. I had $50 on each of them, so I pulled like $200 on each bet, and then I had a $50 bonus bet on both of them combined. You know what I mean? So it's like another $600. So that's how I got up. Like that was $1,000.
Fucking hell.
On the Friday, right? But I had the worst Saturday. Oh, Saturday was all right. I actually because I pulled 500 of it, had 500 left for the rest of the weekend. Saturday broke even, wins and losses, AFL and NRL, and then on Sunday I was just getting rinsed on everything. Every AFL game flopped. The 2 NRL games, the first 2 were shit, but then I think you were on the Nanai try as well. Remember in the Cowboys game?
Bro, I was listening to TV and my mum sitting on the couch and I fucking jumped up and like smacked the roof. And my mum looked at the roof. She's like, "Is it all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it should be all right." There's already a hole in the wall from the fucking grand final last year. I patched it up.
Well, you are like what 7'3" or something. How tall are you? 6'6", something? 6'8"?
203 centimeters.
Jesus, no, so I'm not surprised to see you looking down at the camera. Fucking.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, that Nano I tried last week, you know, saved my ass on the Sunday. Won like $500 in that game.
Just watching it, and I just watched the trial. I was like, fucking hell, that was good. Nano's got so much fucking potential, man. Like, if he like, he's a bit prone to like errors and shit. But if he like, he's young though. Like, you give him a couple of years, I reckon he'd be a fucking gun.
Yeah, he's young as.
He's already good for his fucking age. Like, how old is he? Like, what, 19, 20?
19.
Bro, he's fucking 3 years younger than me, and he's playing fucking grade 1 NRL, earning, I think they get paid per game. Is that how it works?
I think it depends on his contract. The ones who don't have a contract get paid like weekly, but no, he'd be still on good coin for his age.
Yeah, better than me.
Oh yeah, he's probably earning what both of us do combined, and I'm fucking 32 years old. I've got a full-time career and everything, so he's doing all right. But you know, one thing with Jeremiah Nanai, if you're ever going to bet on him, all right, you know how you're probably going to chuck him as any time. I think like 80 to 90% of his tries are scored in the second half.
Yeah, he's a good. I reckon cheeky roughy for the Storm game. You put him second half.
Yeah, actually, second half anytime. Because Hughes is out, so now Cowboys are a real chance.
Oh, is Hughes out now? I thought he was named.
I think he was named, but then he was ruled out today.
Oh, he's got a calf injury. Fuck. And Pappenhausen overdid it as usual. Fucking hell, man.
I know. So that'll be a mad game tomorrow. But Tigers Bulldogs. Let's wrap this one up. Like, it was a surprise. There was a lot more points than we thought it would be. The defense wasn't great. There were a couple of sin bins. Neither of us won any bets. But when I did the podcast earlier in the week, it wasn't one of my best bets anyway. It's something I wanted to avoid because I felt like something unpredictable was going to happen in this game. And 58 points from these guys, they average like 12 to 16 points each. So
I was shocked.
I know. It was crazy.
It was like the Tigers to get above 20, let alone 36. I was like, fuck, I'll give him props. I'll give Matt props for that game, but watch some shit for that the next time they play. Just Tiger things.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's get into the main event. So it was Paramount Eels versus the Manny Sea Eagles.
Fuck, what a game.
Yeah, I know. But what a game. It's a clincher. Para were favourites in this one. They did win 22-20, but they were behind the whole game. Playing a bit of catch up.
I was like, fucking having a bit of banter with War Daddy, and Tabs are like, "Oh, Manly's gonna win." And then in my head, I'm like, "Nah, Eels will find a way to fucking pull it back." And then, what's it called? Who got binned? I think it was Kepi. Kepi got binned, and then they got the trials.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, and then they got the try, and
the comeback was on.
If they hold it, and they win, and they won. So yeah, it was fuck you, War Daddy.
It was pretty wild. Fuck you, War Daddy. No, they were trading. I think Manly scored, then Para scored, then Manly.
Yeah, it was back and forth.
And then Manly scored again. Then Manly scored 2 in a row, actually. and then I was like, oh fuck. And then Para scored, and then Para got him again late. But I guess the sin bins were huge.
Yeah, that weather as well, bro. That when the rain started pissing down, everything just You had poor Turbo, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. I guess that's the biggest takeout, right? So Para do come back, but Turbo's most likely gone.
Turbo's out, and he's literally the backbone.
Yeah.
And okay, I'll give it to Harper. He wasn't as shit as he usually is, but he was still shit.
He still had shit moments,
He's still shit.
Overall. But you know what they've done is they've divided the shit, right? Well, Saab isn't playing anymore at the moment. As long as they don't have Harper and Saab together, Jason Saab, as long as they're both not playing the same field, it's not too bad. So they have Harper playing at left center now. Yeah.
Well, Tupelotu's a fucking gun.
Yeah. He's a gun. Cooler's a fucking gun. Cherry Evans played really good tonight.
Yeah, he was pretty solid. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Schuster was really nice. He had some sweet touches. Like, he had great soft hands. Like, Manny played heaps better, but they had to, right? They got fucking mopped last week. So they played pretty decent. What did you think of Parramatta in this game?
I reckon they were all right with what was it? First half they were pretty solid, and then I was watching the second half, and I was like, fuck, they might get whooped if they don't pull their head in. Because Moses was fucking off for 9 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, about 9.
And then they were getting whooped. And even when Moses got back on, they were getting whooped. I was like, oh fuck, unless they do some magic. They're mainly going to take it, but they managed to scrape by.
I know.
And Mum will be happy about that. She's an Eels supporter.
at least Mum is happy. I thought Parramatta were a little bit clunky in this game. Like, a lot of the time,
they were really clunky. Yeah.
It was like
they didn't have a lot of
nice moves,
dumb plays as well.
Yeah, they played pretty. It looked simple because it was shit, when they did get it together, there was like that Gutherson cutout pass to Hayes Perham to score. Like, that looked nice.
That was great.
But they didn't have many nice plays. Like, even their offloads, they didn't have those offloads where they're running onto the ball. You know what I mean? It was more like an offload to some cunt in a worse position, and then he'd end up in the same place where you offloaded it. Then he'd offload it as well. Like,
it was just fucking hot potato.
Yeah, so they're getting a bit desperate in there, but they dug in, right? And this is what Paramount have been doing all year. Paramount haven't really been whooping any teams.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they beat a few, but a lot of them are close. Like, they let people back. They're beating the Titans by 20. They let them come back. A lot of their games they won by 1-12.
The only teams that really thrashed this year is Cowboys, Dragons, and Knights, I think.
Yeah. And so you should.
Yeah. I reckon Cowboys are capable of making at least the top 8. They're actually a really good team. I don't know about the top 4 because you got Penrith, you got Melbourne.
Those 2 are locks, and then the rest it's a free-for-all.
Even Broncos are looking pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, I know. If Reynolds stays healthy.
Yeah, bro, if Reynolds stays healthy, they have mad potential. They're looking so much better than last year.
I know, it's
last
crazy.
year they were just abysmal. This year they're actually on top. They're on top of the game.
I know. We got a question from one of our viewers in the chat. It's from your step uncle Hobbo. He goes, "What are your thoughts on Tabs?"
Oh, should I go full shit cunt or should I sugarcoat it?
A bit of sugar on the shit's never too bad, but up to you.
Okay, well, sugarcoating it, I've got nothing against him personally. Just he has that. If you have that much money just at your disposal, I wouldn't be fucking throwing it at betting, unless you know what you're doing exactly. It's I saw him the other day, right? What did he put? I think he put 5K on. Fuck, who was it? Knights. And I was sitting there what the fuck are you doing, cunt? We're gonna lose.
Yeah, I know. If you're gonna chase a $3 win, right? They're paying $3. If you're gonna chase a $3 win, why the Newcastle Knights? You could.
Oh. It's just he's like money can't buy brains. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, my I guess my biggest issue is I think like people can make shit bets all they want, right? And like
Yeah, there's
credit
a
to him,
difference between.
he takes the underdog all the time, which is
I'll give
stupid.
him props. Like he takes a heat as well when he does it.
Oh,
Like
loves it.
you gotta have
You
a
know, I don't even think he
fucking
feels it.
thick skin for that.
He doesn't even
You
feel
gotta
the
have a
heat, bro.
fucking thick skin for that, mate.
Bro, all
The
the
amount of
baiting,
shit we give him.
all the banter, like he doesn't bite back or nothing ever.
I know. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's fucking immune to fire, that guy. But for me, it's more like you're picking someone who's a massive underdog, and then you do your write up as if it's going to come off easy, and that's what pisses everybody off. You know, like if he would have said
his write ups are so shit. Like yours are
Yeah.
just fucking A1 all the time.
Yeah.
And then I look at his, then I'm like, fuck me, I could do a better write up after a fucking carton of Carlton.
like you got to be hungry, but you got to be humble. You know, like if he would have said, right,
Yeah.
I'm picking the Knights to win as underdogs. Reynolds is a lay out. The Broncos might not have time to prepare for this game. The Knights are playing at home. I think they're a chance of winning, right?
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid.
Go for it. It's not, but instead, the Knights have this player. They're going to win easy. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how can you say that? When is an underdog? How can you make a call that they're going to win easy? So,
I love how he does it with the AFL as well. And then all the veterans, like you have Camo, you have Beck, you have fucking Kai just giving him shit. You have no idea what the fuck he's
doing. Yeah, I know.
It's so funny.
He's tough as nails, that bloke, let me say. But yeah, let's talk a bit more about some rugby league. So Eels, Seagulls, Parramatta were a little bit clunky. Manly actually played a lot better, but
yeah, they were, but still a lot of errors.
Yeah,
courtesy of Morgan Harper, and then you had Kepi who got binned.
Kepi got binned, yeah.
Kepi things.
And Olakuatu put that. Olakuatu put that kick
that
in
was
at the
a
end.
fucking. I was mad, but I couldn't even be mad at that. That was a fucking gun save.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dumb. Like, free is free. Yeah, I was trying to
every time I hear that, fuck me, that's a stitch up.
I was trying to like figure out what I needed for my bet, right? I think for that game, I think I clearly didn't win. I'm having a look now, but I had Manly to score over 10, Manly to cover 18.5, Para over 23.5. So I just needed them to score 2 more points. For one of my best bets, I needed 28. So like I was so close from just like keeping my shit alive. But we've got to.
I'm kicking myself that I went over 23.5. If I put over 20, I would have fucking banked at least $300. I'm kicking myself, bro.
Bro, I'm checking my sports bet.
I gave Para too much fucking credit. I was like, I saw you write up, and I'm like, fucking surely they get it done. Surely they get it done.
Yeah.
They've got a fucking skin in their teeth, but that's just typical Para.
Yeah, I know. We got a question from the Mad Dog. I think we can both answer this, but I'll fire it at you first.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport to bet on? Because you seem to get angry about horses, rugby league.
I've been a fucking NRL fanatic. Started punting on it. I really, really got into it. And it was when I started actually looking at shit like who plays where, what team. That's what I'm looking for. Like what plays they do, like how they play as a team, just stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, okay. And it makes it a little, like, let's be honest, we're fucking degenerates, but it makes it more exciting at the end of the day. Tell me you don't, like, it's funny because in your podcast, you're like, I won't bet on it. And you go, but being the degenerate I am, and I'm like, hey, there he is. He's going to throw one on anyway.
Oh, 100%.
Like tonight I was this fucking close to just dodging it, but I was like, nah, I have to put something on.
Yeah. I was going to say you're a coward. The reality is you're a degenerate. Like, I'll tell you how fucked it is, right? This is how you know, like, we're a whole group of degenerates, right? I'm not singling anyone out here, but imagine if you told somebody who doesn't punt at all what you do. Like, imagine you told them.
I told my mates, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Like, imagine spending, like, you do research for, like for me, I do like 1 to 2 hours of research every day, all right?
Yeah.
On sports, players, on the analytics, the schedules, previous records. Like I look at all of it. 2 hours every single day. And then I spend 30 minutes putting bets on every single day.
Yeah.
And let's say I bet like $100 a day, right?
Yeah.
I'm wagering $100 every single day of my life. Whereas a normal person, like before the punt, I didn't do any of those. I just watched sport. That's all I did. There was no research. There was no predicting who wins. It was just watching it and enjoying the spectacle. But now it's changed.
Yeah, that's.
But it's so fun. That's the thing, right? It's got its highs and lows. Like you feel like shit when you get a bad beat, but the feeling when you hit is crazy. It's like fucking taking drugs.
These cunts are fucking giving me spicy in my mouth on bar. Fuck.
All about that salsa. All right, so you love NRL. My favorite sport to bet on. Well, for me, it's probably the two sports that I only bet on. I love betting on NRL and I love betting on the NBA.
Yeah.
I love betting on the NBA because, like, I got a good chance of hitting bigger odds on that because there's so many more things you can bet on.
I'm just warning you, it's about to get a whole lot noisier because my sister and my mum are home.
It's all right. We'll tell them off. But then with the NRL, like, you can hit big odds, but they're so unlikely because you have to pick try scorers and shit like that. Like, it's like for the NRL, most of the time, I can predict how a game's going to go. Like, how many points each team's going to score and shit like that. I can predict that pretty well.
Yeah.
But picking who scores, like you see, half the tries, half the tries, they come off like offloads and random kicks. Like all these random things happen.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of get lucky. Like when I pick try scorers, I feel lucky. Like what last night I had Corey Oates. You see how he scored his try? It was the most ridiculous thing ever. So, but whereas with the NBA, it's like you pick the particular stats of what they're going to achieve based on who they play, their previous performances, how many minutes, like who's defending them. I can pick that apart like crazy. Like I feel like I got a better chance there. But NRL is by far my favorite thing to watch. Like it's so entertaining for me. So
yeah, definitely. And then you have like high octane games like fucking what was it, the Penrith and Eels game. Like me and my mum were on the couch just watching that, just like fuck, that was a good game. The Eels came out swinging. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, how good's rugby league? We've got a few games on tomorrow. I won't talk too much about them, but we'll probably do a post-game review on those anyway, depending on how many beers I get through. But no, it was a tight contest. I thought the Eels would win in a close one, but I did think there'd be more points. Just short of nailing a winner there. In terms of try scorers, Gutho. A lot of people had Gutho to score.Got that first one disallowed. You were celebrating.
If he got that, I would have hit my what was it? My $5 multi. 24 odds.
$24. So you have $5 into $24 odds, and you just needed Gutho. Fuck, that's tough. I think for me, I don't even think I got close to my try scorer multi in that game. I wasn't even close. I had Gutho and Papali'i fall short. I had Garrick and Perrin score, but
I knew Perrin was going to go over because you had what's his name? Because see, I look at games and then I can just look at it and be like, that wing is definitely going to outclass that winger. So you had. I honestly thought Simonson would get over Garrick, but Cunt didn't even fucking touch the ball.
Yeah, well, Paramount's attack was shit. Like, a lot of the time, it didn't even look like scoring. So, it was a pretty tough one. But quick preview into tomorrow's game. Who's playing tomorrow? And I'll tell you here live on the call which ones are worth going hard at, like try scorers and all that type of stuff, and other ones which you probably should avoid.
I'll get my sticky notes up. Fuck it.
Get your sticky notes.
So we got Dragons and Warriors. I'll probably have $1 $5 on that game because I don't know how it's going to go. I feel like Warriors might have potential to be the underdogs if Dragons do what Dragons do. I honestly don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, that one, like best to just completely avoid it, right? But being an absolute degen, I'll have something, but fuck, I don't want to. Actually, what time's that game on?
3
That game's at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
I don't have to vote tomorrow. I voted early. Thank fuck.
yeah. I voted last week. It's a good feeling because normally I don't vote, and I get a text message from someone in my family. It's like, hey, make sure you vote today, and then I get in like peak hour, fucking traffic.
Oh no.
At my old public school, and it's fucked. But
I don't vote usually. I just threw a dick on the ballot. Fucking handed in this year. I looked at my mic.
Hey, you can draw as many dicks as you want.
Fuck the other way. They're both fucking idiots.
Yeah, I know. What can you do? But yeah, that Dragons Warriors game's at 3 o'clock. I've got a few things to do tomorrow, so hopefully I got too busy to even bet on it. But me being me, I'll probably look into it tonight. But I'm telling you right now, I don't want to. Best save your cash, Cowboys game and that Panthers game.
That's gonna be a good game. Good games to
Because
watch.
the good thing is like all four teams are quite predictable. Like I can predict, I guess, who wins, how many points are scored, who. I reckon if I picked like 4 try scorers from each game, I reckon I'll get 2 or 3. Like I won't be too far off. But it's about making sure you get them all. So you need a fair bit of bank for it.
I'm gonna try not to be greedy tomorrow for the Cavs and Storm games. You just I was like, fucking surely it's there, and then Eels just fucked me. I thought try scorers was gonna fuck me.
Yeah, well, try scorers are a scam. Even the Mad Dog's in the chat. He goes, getting on try scorers are fucking addictive. You know you shouldn't bet on it, but you do.
But you do, and I honestly swear to God, I've missed out on at least $2.5 to $3 grand just from $5 bets, just from one leg fails. I think that was the last 2 months.
I know, and you're like, it's only $5, but I got a chance to make bank here. But no, like it is tough. I'm telling everybody now, whoever's listening, don't touch your try scorers. They're a bit of a scam. The odds aren't worth it. Like, who is it? Alex Twil's the perfect example, right? The guy hasn't scored a try in 100 games, right? So even if he does score a try, right, and he's 1 from 100,
Bro, he got really close to the line tonight, though. Seriously, he got close like what, 3 times? I was convinced he was going to get there eventually.
They were trying to get it to him, but the reality is the odds for him to score are 100 to 1 because he hasn't scored. Like, but I got given a boosted odds for it, $19 for him to score anytime. Yeah, but I'm not like you. See, I'm a bit smarter with my money, with my financials. I got a child. You see?
Yeah, you got to be smart.
And no, I don't really like playing those types of bets anyway, especially with try scorers and front rowers. It's not my thing. But look, each to your own. When you bet long enough, you kind of find out what works and what doesn't. The problem with a lot of punters is they just bet what they see, what everyone else is telling them to bet, and they never formulate a strategy. Like that's why I don't like pay for tips, because heaps of people give out tips, but then you're reliant on them, and there's no education. You're just waiting for someone to tell you, right? And then when it doesn't hit,
put money on it.
And when it doesn't hit, who do you blame? Like, you feel like that person fucked you, even though they probably put on more than you did. But I don't know. I guess you got to learn.
I actually had a really fucking high rate last year with like the anytime try scorers. Like, I remember the winning clips. I was in there at least once a week, twice a week, and then 22 around. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. I guess everybody's just like trying to figure out. Like, you have the Bulldogs who have an entirely new team. You have different teams who are trying different players.
Well, we're seeing a big shift, right? When you look at all the teams, in terms like, if at the start of the season you had to predict where teams are gonna, like how teams are gonna perform, a lot of them aren't what you expected. Like,
like
Panthers,
the Cowboys within the top 3 on the ladder, I would have laughed at you.
No, like the only ones you probably could have predicted right is probably Penrith and the Storm to be at the top.
Penrith, Storm,
and the Bulldogs to be at the bottom.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like the Titans, you thought they'd be near the top 8 because they were doing all right. They're shit house. Same as Canberra. They've been pretty shit. They come back lately.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Broncos, you would have thought maybe between 10 and 8 as well, but they're in the top 4.
They're the underdogs.
Yeah.
They're
You would have
the
thought the
fucking
Eels would be close to the top, like in the top 4. The Roosters in top 4. Cronulla, they're probably sitting where you thought they would, near 7 or 8. But then you would have thought the Rabbitohs would have been like 5th or 6th. Like they're not playing as good as either. Manly aren't playing as good as you thought. Like it's hard.
Even with Latrell, the Rabbitohs is just scraping by. Like I don't understand. Like when Latrell was at the Roosters, he was dominant. He was at the Rabbitohs, he was dominant. I don't know what happened. He came back, and they're just not the same thing. I think ever since they lost Reynolds, they've just lost form.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing, right? Just number 7s. That's what changed. Like for the Cowboys, all they have is a better number 7.
Yeah,
they've got a better number 7 and young guys playing good. You know.
Yeah.
The Broncos got a good number 7. It changed everything. Like even Cronulla, they got Nico Hines, put him in the 7, changing everything. Right? Roosters. The Roosters are fucked because they don't have a 7. They got 2 6s running around there, so they got good players.
Who was in 7 before Walker? Is Walker in 7?
Cooper Cronk.
Yeah, no, before after that, I feel like I was at Cronk. I'm curious.
No, they had Kyle Flanagan.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, that's Flanagan, and they lost Flanagan, and then
but and now they got nothing. There's no actual 7s.
You've got to give him props. He's trying to do really. He's actually pretty decent at the Bulldogs. He hasn't lost it, but they're just a shit team. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
like,
I think
their coaching
is fucked. Like that's a coaching problem. The way that
Barrett
they play,
stepped down as well. Yeah, the way they play is just Barrett was a
for the Dogs. That's purely the way that they play. Like it's not like their players don't try. They put in effort all the time.
Yeah, you can tell.
It's just like they're tactically fucked. So, but
who's stepping up instead of Barrett?
They got what's his name? I think it's Michael Potter or something, or some shit like that. I think he used to coach the Tigers, I believe.
See, I don't go past 2017. Before that, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, Michael Potter. Yeah, so Michael Potter's their coach, and I think I think he coached the Tigers a while back. But this is when the Tigers
better job than Barrett.
Yeah, but the Tigers were shit back then anyway. Like, so I don't know if he's a good coach or not. We'll see what he can do. He's only got like half a season to work it through, but no, it's something to watch. Yeah, but I think that the Bulldogs are basically giving up on the year. They let Naden go. They're kind of just waiting for Kickow and Reed Marnie to get there next year.
Oh, Marnie's going as well, is he? Fuck, I thought it was just Kickow.
No, Kickow and Reed Marnie are going there. So, like for Parramatta, they kind of have to win it this year, or they're fucked. Because Parramatta got Hodgson from Canberra to play number 9, but he keeps fucking tearing his ACLs. So they're pretty cooked. I don't see many teams like making a big jump next year, probably apart from the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And the Tigers do have some good signings, and they keep signing more people. And look, they got Hastings. Yeah,
honestly, I've got to give Hastings props. He's actually a gun. Like, he's kicking and stuff's improved a lot.
He's actually the most dominant halfback in the competition. He touched the ball so many times.
Yeah, and didn't he score tonight? I think he did.
Fuck, I don't know. I was on the beers. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh no, it wasn't him. It was Madden. Fuck.
Oh, Jock Madden scored, yeah. And Jock Madden's good. He'll get better. So the Tigers are probably a team that will get better next year. I don't know if the Titans have really signed anyone. Like, it's...
I don't know what's happening with the Titans, because you have Fafita. I honestly think if you get rid of Proctor, like, they're not as bad off. Proctor I watch him play, I'm like, they can't give penalties left, right, and fucking centre. If you had a market for that, you could make bulk.
I know, he loves it, but he'll be paying $1.10 to give away penalties. No, the Titans are going to be fucked for a while. The reason being is they spent too much money in the wrong positions. You know? Like, we were talking about how a lot of these teams have improved because they invested in a proper 7. The Titans let their 7 go. They let Fogarty go, who was one of their... Like, he wasn't their best player last year for any game.
Bad. Yeah.
But he was steady, you know? He kept everybody...
He did the job.
Yeah, he kept everybody sticking to the plan. and they kind of and they lost him. Now they got youth. So the problem with youth is they're inconsistent as fuck. They don't play well when they're on the road. Like the Titans are 0-5 if they're not playing at the Gold Coast, and they've got too much money in their forwards. So like they're pretty cooked.
The game is fucking abysmal when he goes for conversions. Holy shit!
Oh no, he's so bad. And I thought he'd be.
He's missed so many. Me and Mike have this inside joke. We call him Beavis. You know Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Looks like Beavis.
Bunghole. But yeah, Toby's he's pretty average right now, but he's still young, so anything can really happen, you know.
Yeah.
So
Time.
Yeah, I know. But hey, pretty keen. Let's see how we go tomorrow. We'll back it up. We'll put some juice together. Those last 2 games, I reckon those are pretty predictable, and we can probably make some bank there. Smartest thing to do is to avoid that first one. That's going to be a shit show. Anything can happen.
Don't fucking touch it. I won't be fucking touching it. Everybody in the Discord can fucking hold me accountable.
Yeah. All right. Everyone
punt on it. Or punt on it and don't tell anybody. You won't know.
Well, I'll try to help you out, not share a public tip on it. Yeah. I'll give you the assist. But look, Jess, let's wrap things up. It's getting a bit late this Friday evening. But look, I appreciate you coming on. It was good fun. It was meant to just talk about how the game's gone, have a casual conversation about punting.
No.
You know it. If you're listening, thank you very much. We'll see you on the next episode. Apart from that, fucking catch us later. Catch you, Jess.
See you, bro.